contract to join the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after spending 20 decorated seasons in New England. As much as things change, they seem to remain the same for this ageless wonder, as he will be starting his 10th Super Bowl, twice the number of the next closest quarterback. Think of it this way. He's been under center for 48% of the Super Bowls played since he's been in the league. Brady's greatness cannot be denied, but now that he plays his games in warm weather, becoming the first quarterback to play the Super Bowl in his home stadium becomes just another notch in his Canton-bound belt.
Tom Brady, you're the real deal. My goodness, what a resume.
It's a little early to talk Canton for Patrick Mahomes, or is it? He was the league MVP in his first year as a starter, the Super Bowl MVP in his second. Now he's here to face Brady, looking to become the third player in history to win back-to-back Super Bowl MVPs, joining Bart Starr and Terry Bradshaw. So here we are, the GOAT versus the man who would be GOAT. They've faced off 4 times already in their careers. Each has won twice. All 4 games have been decided by 7 points or fewer, and the cumulative score, Mahomes 121, Brady 120. Brady and Mahomes, all of midnight East Coast time. I'm Scott Van Pelt with you for another 20 minutes. The Mahomes-Brady showdown in Tampa Bay will be the 7th Super Bowl featuring 2 quarterbacks who've each won titles before. Last time we saw that, Brady and Russell Wilson, Super Bowl 49. However, this will be the first time in Super Bowl history that the starting quarterbacks will be the last 2 winners. Here's Mahomes on facing that other guy.
The Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. Being able to go up against one of the greatest, if not the greatest, quarterback of all time in his 150th Super Bowl. I mean, it's going to be a great experience for me. I mean, to go out there and have a chance to repeat and get to do it against the best. I mean, it's something special, and I'm excited for the opportunity.
A few weeks back, Chase Young said that he wants Tom Brady. He wants Tom. You have a message for the GOAT headed into the Super Bowl?
Nah. I ain't got nothing to say to him. I'll see his ass on Sunday in the Super Bowl.
That'll do it. Both of Sunday's games were rematches of regular season games. Things change a lot, but they didn't in this one. Both were won by the teams who won them in the regular season. Kansas City beat Tampa Bay in Tampa early this year. We welcome back Tim and Ryan to talk some Super Bowl. And Ryan, you're the Buccaneer defense, and we've established what this Chiefs team is on offense. You've seen them once before. Your approach in these next couple of weeks as you game plan, what are you going to try to come up with?
You know, I talked earlier about the Chiefs winning one-on-one matchups. Well, nobody's won one-on-one matchups defensively like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers secondary, but they didn't do it against the Chiefs. So they better go back to the Week 12 film and figure out how to disguise and how to get things past Patrick Mahomes. Here you're going to see they're lined up in zone. They have a middle-of-the-field safety. The linebackers walked out. Patrick Mahomes looks opposite because he knows he has an out and up to Tyreek Hill on the top, and Carlton Davis isn't good in off coverage. He sees the press. He sees the pressure, throws it to the outside. Perfect throw on the outside. Missed tackle. Touchdown. On the next play, they're going to be in man. You know, because everyone is pressed up. Safety in the middle of the field. The right safety is going to declare extremely early because he's trying to get down to the back. Safety is moved by the eyes of Patrick Mahomes. This is the deep crosser we always see from Tyreek Hill in number 3. There's nobody in the world that can keep up with him on this play, and no quarterback that places the football better. And so if you're Todd Bowles, if you're the Bay Buccaneers, you have to disguise early and find a way to not let Tyreek Hill backflip his way into another ring. If Patrick Mahomes knows where you're going to be, they beat one-on-one matchups more than anybody in the league. That's what they'll work on the next 2 weeks.
Hey, Ryan, before I pivot to Tim, I just have one last follow on Mahomes. With Brady, it's real easy to say, oh, he doesn't like pressure. Get up the middle and get in his face. He hates it. I don't know a quarterback in the league that doesn't feel that way. But is there anything that you could say about Mahomes? Oh, he really doesn't like this. Like, what is it? I don't know what it is.
No. You know what? He's one of the few guys whose QBR doesn't fall off the cliff when pressured. Patrick Mahomes likes it all. He's prepared for it all. And it's easy to like those things when you have guys like Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce winning.
All right, so Tim, you're up, and in the next couple weeks, I'm sure you'll get sick of being asked clever kind of combinations of the Mahomes-Brady bit and what it represents, but I get the first crack at it as a guy that played the position, seeing the 43-year-old and the 20-something and the past, present, and future sort of greatness on display. What does it represent to you?
Well, for me, you know, you look at Tom Brady at 43, Scott, to be doing this, going to his 10th Super Bowl, it's absurd. I mean, there aren't
Exactly.
adjectives to describe what he's accomplished. He's the greatest of all time. And I think what's interesting about this is that the guy that is off to the greatest start ever at the position is the guy that the greatest of our time is going to face. And when you look at Mahomes, you know, the difference between Brady and Mahomes is that, you know, Brady kind of had to claw his way in, comes in as a late round draft pick, has to prove that he can play. Where Mahomes, you look at him and you say, well, I mean, he clearly has more physical ability. He clearly has more talent. And so, you know, we're always going to compare guys like, can he be the next Tom Brady? Well, like only time will tell, but no one's gotten off to a better start than Mahomes has. And maybe no one has the physical ability that Mahomes has. So that's what makes this pretty special, because we don't know how many more times we'll be able to see Brady, and we'll get to see him do it against, you know, currently probably the best quarterback in the game.
Well, I know how many times you're going to be asked about it between now and Super Bowl Sunday in a couple weeks, so I appreciate you giving me the first crack at it tonight and for keeping me company throughout the year, guys. We'll talk again Super Bowl Sunday. Thanks so much, all right? Here with Tampa Bay, first team ever to play at home in the Super Bowl. Those are your bold-type headlines, and they ought to be. Brady had already earned all that comes with 6 rings, and this, at 43, with a new team, is just another ridiculous fact on the career ledger. But if you're actually going to frame what happened in the NFC Championship game, there's a whole lot more that has to be cataloged. What the Buccaneers did prior to halftime was massive. A pick following a hold that was missed, then an aggressive couple of play calls that seemed to catch Green Bay completely off guard. How Scotty Miller gets deep for 6 with 1 second left on the clock, I will never know. Where the Bucs were uber aggressive, Green Bay, down 8 late, elected to kick a field goal inside the 10 just before the 2-minute warning. You got the MVP of the league in Aaron Rodgers. You got the best red zone offense in the league, and you kick a field goal because you might get the ball back. Only you don't. A PI called on the same man who gave up the Miller touchdown before the half sealed it. It was an incomplete pass, and the flag came late. But Kevin King was clearly guilty of a hold. Late or not, the flag was accurate. So while it's easy to blame King, it was a rough day, and it's easy to marvel at Brady, there's always a lot more involved. And on this day in this game, what the Buccaneers defense did in a specific stretch cannot be missed or overstated. This year, the Green Bay Packers had 16 possessions following a turnover. They had only 1 3-and-out, and that came when they were taking knees running out the clock. Sunday at Lambeau, Packers picked off Brady on 3 consecutive possessions, scored a touchdown after the first to get within 5. Then they had chances to take the lead on back-to-back possessions, and the Buccaneer defense forced consecutive 3-and-outs. 6 plays, the Packers lost a total of 5 yards. From there, decisions, calls, moments, which all add up to legacies in bold-type headlines. They almost write themselves, right? But Brady, as he alluded to after the win, did not win this one on his own.